Hello, YouTube. Alright, as you can see, we have the 2002 Sienna back open to work on the cracked manifold. And you'll notice it looks different than it did when we left it last time. And the reason is that furnace sealant paste that I used did not work. It ended up cracking and leaking. So then I had to kind of scrape it all off and trash it and start all over. Now in that process, I found that the crack looked like it was bigger, and there was a little crack, hairline crack, that started on this side over here. But I decided to get a different material. After reading the comments from the previous repair, people were talking about different exhaust sealants and stuff that were available. So I decided to Google this stuff and found this thing called Exhaust Seal Joint and Crack Sealer from Versal Chem. And basically it comes in this tube. And what you do is, well, you want to wear gloves or something, but you basically squeeze the bead of it and then just spread it out like a paste. And it takes a couple hours, like I think about 4 or 5 hours to set, I think. And then to completely dry, I think it takes at least 24 hours. So I'm going to do it in multiple layers. I did this about an hour or two ago, hour and a half ago. It feels really smooth. So anyhow, I did the first layer about an hour or so ago, and then I figured I would do more. I'm going to lay it on really thick, especially right along here. That's where the crack is. So the crack ran all along here, and a new hairline crack there. So I'm going to run it maybe underneath there too, because I feel like I missed a spot under there, even though I don't think there's a crack under there. But just in case, I think I will go ahead and put some down there. So we'll go ahead and put another layer on and see how this all turns out. Now, I won't be able to film while I'm doing it because I don't have anyone holding the camera, and it's just going to be me. But basically, I'm going to put on my glove, bead this stuff up all over, and then just smooth it out with my finger, you know, through the glove. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and try to film this, but I basically have smeared some more on. You see it goes on kind of like a paste. And I'm trying to smooth it out, but I'm going to let this layer dry and then do another layer until I use up the whole tube here. And then I will let this car sit overnight for like 1 or 2 days before I attempt to start it up. I figure I'll try to make it as thick as possible because I saw how the other stuff cracked. You can see here it's like coming off in chunks. So I gotta let it like smoothly set, and then make sure it's fully set, and then maybe do a second layer because I can see it's kind of flaking off where I was rubbing it. So I want to make sure it's really, really thick so that when the pressure of the hot exhaust coming out doesn't push it back out. You know, the black stuff that I used previously kind of bubbled up, so it was probably too thin. And the metal that I'd put in there, the aluminum cans, they pretty much burnt up. They were all melted. The wire that I had wrapped, it was all brittle and broken. I think it burnt through. So it gets really, really, really hot.